Hi, my name is Nilda Ferrer, and I am the EFL teacher, kindergarten teacher at Fairlawn Elementary in Miami, Florida. I will be discussing the 10 dispositions that GCU believe that all educators should possess. The first one is high expectation. As a kindergarten teacher, I set high expectations for my class. Although my students are young, I let them know what I expect from them. I gather information through assessment that lets me know their strengths and weaknesses of my students and helps me individualize instruction based on my students' needs. I also communicate my expectations to the parents, and I let them know that to achieve these goals, we need to become a team so their child can succeed. Respect for diversity. I work at a Title I school, and we have students from different cultural and ethnical backgrounds. Some of the ways that I embrace and teach the different cultural and ethnical backgrounds in my class is through the social studies class. In October, we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. We do a project where we learn about all the countries that speak Spanish. We learn about their foods, music, and customs. In December, we do a theme called Christmas Around the World. In February, we celebrate Black History Month. And by doing these type of activities in the class, we are teaching our students to respect diversity and embrace diversity. Fairness. As educators, we need to show our students that we are fair and that we treat all our students equally. I establish a set of rules to go by for everyone in my class. I teach my students problem solving and make them think about their actions and the outcome of their actions. I try to build a positive relationship with my students so that they know I will be fair with them at all times. Professional conduct. As educators, we are set at a higher standards in our community. We need to be a positive role model for our students, parents, co-workers, administrators, and other people in our community. I am always on time at school. My school day starts at 8:20, but by 7:30 I'm at school, getting organized and helping the administrator supervise the students at the cafeteria. I also serve as a grade level chair, where I meet twice a month with my grade level, and we go over the lesson plans, the activities for the month, and I share new information from the trainings I attend every month. I am also a member of the School Improvement Plan and other communities within the school. Reflection. I reflect on the lessons taught and analyze students' learning gains and achievement. Curiosity. When you teach kindergarten, this has to come hand in hand. This age group learns by doing, creating, and exploring. I expose my students to real-world objects to solve problems. I use higher order questions, and I let them work in groups so they can collaborate and learn from each other. I expose them to the arts, like when they're retelling their favorite part of the story, I have them draw and color and use different art materials, and while listening to classical music. Honesty. Benjamin Franklin once said, "Honesty is the best policy." To keep a good classroom and working environment, it is important to be honest. I always tell my students the truth, and I also let them know that I too make mistakes, and that we can learn from each other's mistakes and make things better. When I communicate with my peers and parents, I am honest and transparent in my decision-making process and other information that I need to let them know. Compassion. Compassion is fundamental when teaching small children, especially in primary grades. The student needs to know and feel that we care for them. If the student feels insecure, learning is not going to happen. It is important to acknowledge them, to greet them in the morning, to dialogue with the students, and to let them know you can learn, to let them know you care, so you can learn about their interests and needs. Advocacy. With so much happening in our society, it's important for us as educators to advocate for our students. Our students are facing issues and challenges that they did not used to happen in the school setting or at home. As educators, we need to stay informed of academic and social programs that are going to help us guide our students to excel in their personal and academic journey. Dedication. I love to learn new things and come to the classroom and share and teach my students. Every school year, I attend different workshops and lectures on topics that I know are going to help my students in the classroom. I'm always eager to share with my grade level the new information so they can implement new strategies to help their students. I always bring a positive attitude to the school. Two of the dispositions that I feel that I need to work on is reflection. This should be done on a daily basis, and sometimes I let it go, and it's not done on a daily basis. And the other disposition that I feel that I need to work in or get more involved is advocacy. I would like to get involved in more programs that I can help my students with the different problems and the different programs that can help my students. Now, what does a professional educator looks like, and how does a professional educator behave like? Well, professional educator looks like me, someone that is dedicated to the students, that is passionate and loves teaching, that is always looking for ways to meet her student needs and interests. An educator's behavior has to be high ethical and moral standards and is a role model in the community.